Hey! Ow! What is going on, y'all? Timmy Two Times here, and welcome to Timmy Talks, and these are my Coming Out Chronicles. Thank you guys for coming back again for yet another episode. And before we start, we take a sip. Just a quick recap of episode number 7. So basically, in episode number 7, I just really touched base on me being tall, shopping in the big and tall section, and how that kind of affected me. And then we went to the lunchroom situation, which even just every time I just think about it, it just makes me feel some type of way about how I used to sit at the lunch table by myself and how it took all the strength and the courage of me and motherfucking ancestors to get up to go sit at the table with everyone else. And just all that stuff that I went through with that. And then how I gave one of my classmates some fish flavored candy, and he was allergic to it, and what happened with that. So if you guys haven't seen episode number 7, go check out episode number 7 and come back to episode number 8. Well, with that being said, let's get into episode number 8, baby. All right, y'all, let's get into it. My first job, my first girlfriend, my first car accident, and my first time getting caught stealing clank plate. Welcome to episode number 8, y'all. All right, let me rub this bald head scallywag, so I can bring back all these memories and these thoughts and these feelings. Wait, did I shave today? I shaved yesterday. So when you bald, you gotta shave like every other day, because y'all, the hairline is definitely going to show. And baby, we is not trying to show the hairline. I know you guys see this amazing art piece behind me. I know you do. It's from See It on the West. So if you are looking for an amazing piece of artwork to showcase in your home, your studio, at your job, the office, hell, wherever you need a piece of artwork, make sure you check out See It on the West. He's also a photographer, so if you need any type of shoots done, make sure you hit him up. All of his information is going to be in the bio description, so you can check him out. All right, y'all. So I have acquired my first job. It was literally right across the street from my house. I could literally leave there 5 minutes before it was time for me to clock in to get to work. And guess what? It was Taco Bell. Look at Taco Bell. That was my first job. My manager, she was really cool. She ain't play no motherfucking games, though. Like, she ain't play no games. And let me tell you about the interview process. Baby, I don't know what it is, but I have always been skilled and blessed to be able to pass an interview. Like, I have no problem with passing an interview. I always analyze the interviewer. Like, I'm always looking at how they dress, their body language, are their nails done, just their personal upkeep, just how they carry themselves. And that's how I determine how I need to handle the interview. And one thing I have learned, if you can make them laugh, you got it. It don't even have to be a full, like, bust out laughing. It could even be a slight smirk to the face, because that still counts as a smile to me. Like, that's my whole, like, job, is to just, like, make them smile. Like, if I can make them smile, I got the job. Well, anyway, her name was Diana. She was, like I said, she ain't playing no motherfucking game. She reminded me of Wendy Raquel Williams when she played Starletta in Jerry Springer Ringmaster. I don't know if you remember that. She was a little hood. She had a little gold tooth. When I think Diana had a little gold tooth too. But she ain't playing no games. So just a little breakdown of me working at Taco Bell, child. Taco Bell was like the easiest job I ever had. Like, I went in there, I did my job. I got comfortable very quickly. I learned to mess up the tacos on purpose, because if you mess up the tacos, you put them on the back burner, and they had 30 minutes to be used. So like, if a customer ordered that particular taco within 30 minutes, you would give that to them. So what I would do is, just like, say a customer asked for a regular taco, I would make it a taco supreme with the sour cream and the tomatoes on it. We can't use it because that's not what they ordered. So I would put it back there, and I will hope that nobody ordered within 30 minutes. And bitch, I would throw it. We were supposed to throw it away. We were supposed to throw it away, but bitch, I would eat it. Okay? I was tearing up them tacos. I start, like, being real, like, crafty. Like, I start taking the chalupa shells and deep frying them in the grease, taking them out and sprinkling the sugar on it from the cinnamon, for the cinnamon twist, and eating them like that. Oh my goodness, they were so fucking good. But Taco Bell is like, all of the meat, the chicken, the beef, the steak, the beans, and I'm missing something else. But anything that needed to be heated up was in a bag, and they put it in the water, and it boiled the water. The water would boil, and it would cook it, and then you would take it out. You would open the bag, you would pour it in the thing. That was it. Now, let me tell you how I got smacked at work. So I told y'all my boss, my manager Diana, she ain't play no games. Well, I just found it very fucking disrespectful to be giving people tacos with a pinch of motherfucking cheese. Like, bitch, who wants to eat it? We like cheese. We want cheese. Speaking of somebody that's motherfucking lactose, bitch, we still want motherfucking cheese. And this is how you do it. It was 3 fingers for lettuce, 3 fingers, and 2 fingers for cheese. Not clock that T or whatever y'all be trying to do. You just do, so you take the lettuce, the taco come down the line, whoop, grab the lettuce, pop, stuff it in there, pinch of cheese on top. Bitch, a sprinkle of cheese. So, bitch, you ever wonder why you only got a couple pieces of cheese? Yeah, because it's a pinch. A pinch. A pinch. And I was like, oh, I don't like this. Like, I like cheese, and I want everybody to have a lot of cheese. So what I would do is I said, fuck that. I started doing a pinch of lettuce and a motherfucking chunk of cheese. Now, I did this for quite some time. When I say quite some time, I did this for a couple days. And my manager, she was a stickler for the inventory. Like, she ain't play. And then one day she probably was like, well, damn, why Tim keep running? Why he keep asking for more cheese? Like, there's no reason why he keep asking for all this cheese and he's not asking for more lettuce for the front line. So she bring her motherfucking ass out there and she start working the line with me. But I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think she was gonna notice whatever, because she's in charge of, like, getting the shell, putting the meat on it, sliding down, and I'm filling the tacos, and then she punching the thing to go to the next order. Man, she watching me, and all of a sudden, baby, I'll reach down, and when I got that lettuce, I did that pinch of lettuce, put it in that taco. And when I reach to get that glob of cheese to put it on top of that taco, it was like a fucking cobra had bit me. The way she smacked my motherfucking hand so fast, it was like, wow! Like, she hit me so fast, I was shocked. It was not painful. It was a slight sting. And I would just jump, and she was like, no. 3-finger lettuce, 2-finger cheese. You wasting too much cheese. And I was like, now, y'all, I'm 15 and a half. At that time, I consider myself to be an adult. And when you're an adult, you handle things as an adult should handle them. So you handle things yourself. But I was still not in the best space of being confident and believing in myself, and my self-esteem was down there. So I didn't know how to react. But the old me was like, go home and tell your mama that she popped you in the hand so your mama could come up here and take care of it. Because my mama didn't play no games. Let me tell you a little side story. So in elementary school, like in the lunchroom, when they turned the lights off, like, you were supposed to be quiet. But bitch, I was motor mouth. I'll talk. So if you got called talking when the lights was off, they would tap you on your shoulder. You go stand up on the wall. And at the end of lunch, you would get, I'm not going to say spanked. You got paddled. The principal would come with a fucking wooden paddle. Now, it was either a solid wooden paddle, it was a paddle with holes in it, or it was a belt. You would hope you would get the solid paddle, because for some odd reason, the paddle with the holes in it motherfucking stung. And bitch, you ain't want to get hit by no slice of leather. Bitch, now that is what was. Listen, this is not back in the Gladiators 300 when somebody got you tied up and they take that long whip and they give you them lashes on your back. We not doing that. We're not doing that. So it came up for me to get paddled, and they was like, yeah, you just better just hold this, just stay strong, Tim, just stay strong. This is my first time getting paddled. I bent my little booty over honey, and she did that. Like, she was lining it up. And then she went back one time and BAM! It took everything in me to not to cry. I felt so fucking violated. I felt so violated because I'm like, why is this lady doing this? Like, why? Like, what did I do that was that bad that deserves me to be in this much pain? All I was doing was talking in the lunchroom. Like, you could have made me say I will not talk in the lunchroom 100 or 200 times. Like, you could have done that. But you fucking paddled me. It had me in pain. Now my ass is hurting. Now I'm fucking embarrassed. Bitch, I went home and told my mama. And the gag is this was our house. The superintendent lived over there, and the principal lived over there. And the principal's man lived right next door. And that's probably why the principal's man, our neighbor, did not like us, because we told on her and she told him. So my mama walked to the superintendent's house, told him what happened. She said something to the principal, and baby, after that, mama didn't paddle nobody else no more. That was it. She paddle nobody else. So I guess, bitch, I saved everybody. I saved the school. I did. Cheers, y'all. That's the reason why y'all ain't getting y'all ass beat in school no more. But anyway, back to the job. So I just took it. I didn't say anything. I was like, you know what? That's what you get, for doing the cheese, and, all the extra cheese and not the lettuce. And it's not like I'm getting tipped for it. It's not like the customers in the drive-thrus come back and saying, Tim, oh my goodness, thank you for giving me all this extra cheese on my taco. Like, they wasn't doing that. I just did it because I felt it was wrong. So that happened. It was this girl, she worked at Taco Bell with us. Her name was Chin. She was a heavyset girl. She gave me that she was probably a lesbian. She was real butch and masculine. She had a little mole right here. And she kind of came in and she kind of like moved and operated like Cleo from Set It Off. And when she came in, like, didn't nobody fuck with her. Like, she ran the shift. She had beat up a couple of the girls at work. And I don't know what happened, but I do know what happened. It's funny how you can mind your own business. And I always had a good spirit about me. I came in, I worked. I really didn't. I was still trying to get my bearings of how to like socialize with people, because I was still dealing with the I think I'm gay, like I know, but I don't know phase of my life. So I still was not comfortable being gay. I still was not out. So I was dealing with those feelings. And again, the world is not accepting of you being gay. So what do? You have to suppress everything. And the more you suppress, the more damaging it does to you. Like, my mental was destroyed. My confidence was at a low. Because how could you have confidence when everybody fucking hates you? You're young. Again, there was no social media. There was no one for me to look up to. There was no one for me to talk to. So all of my feelings and emotions I had were bottled up inside just for me. I was minding my business at work. So she started punking me. Like, she started saying stuff to me. No, you go work over there, move out the way. And I had said something smart to her. And I think she wanted to put her hands on me, but she didn't. Now, at the time, I was still tall, but I was extremely lanky, a lot skinnier than I am now. I would say I'm swimmer's build because I never like when people call me skinny. I feel like when you call me skinny is an insult. Don't call me skinny, especially when like mentally like you've been called a fucking toothpick or a pixie stick your whole fucking life. That's the last thing you want to be called is skinny. Call me thick. So she didn't put her hands on me. So instead what she did, she started going around the job and she started telling people that I was spitting in the fucking tacos. Bitch, yes. Like, she was going around telling people I was spitting in the motherfucking tacos. Bitch, I'm trying to eat the tacos. And maybe, really the gag is, she probably was mad because I was eating all the tacos. So by the time the hot plate, within 30 minutes and been on a hot plate in the back, I was eating them so her big ass couldn't eat the motherfucking tacos. Because I told you she was big. So I never stood up to her. I remember I went to school one day and some of my coworkers I worked with, some of my coworkers at work I went to school with, and they came in and were just talking about, oh yeah, we heard how, Chin was punking you out. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that. But at the same time, I didn't know how to stand up to her because she was big and she was always talking about like her brothers and her people, whatever, could beat people up. Like, she was very intimidating. And again, those type of people, they know who to fuck with. They always fuck with the people who I would say are less than, but they're not like I wasn't less than her. I was just not comfortable and secure in who I was. Because if I was comfortable and secure who I was, she wouldn't have fucked with me because she knew who to fuck with. Because in actuality, she was the weak bitch, not me. Okay, I'm blinking. So, I was just like, I gotta get up out of this job, child. I gotta get up out of here. So my cousin, she was working at the pet store. Now, mind you, I had always wanted to work at this pet store. It was called Pet Supply Plus. Like I always wanted to work there because by then I had all different types of animals, from snakes to lizards to guinea pigs to gerbils, hamsters. Like, bitch, I had the whole fucking zoo up in my motherfucking house at some point within every year. Like every couple months, I transitioned to a new animal. So my cousin got me the job at the pet store. However, I still didn't have my driver's license. So I used to take my mom's white Astro minivan van. When she got off work, I would take her van and I would drive it to work. And then that was the first moment I was able to be in a car and just be myself and pretty much queen out. And I will always listen to Kelly Price. This is when Kelly Price's second album, Mirror Mirror, came out. And my jam was the opening song, or no, the second song was You Should Have Told Me. You should have told me I wasn't small enough. You should have told me I wasn't fine enough. But you let me on and get me off. And that was my jam. I used to roll down the windows. I used to blast that song. Like I was just like, oh my goodness, like, okay, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable. I'm getting freedom. I'm starting to, be in my set. And then I'm also just like, I'm no longer like in school, they know who you are. Okay. But when you start going out into the world and you start getting these jobs, and every job you get, you're meeting people from all over the place. They don't know who you are. So you get to pretty much be whoever you want to be. Wow. That's what my mama told me when I got kicked out and I moved to Atlanta. She told me, she was like, TJ, you can start your life over and you get to be who you want to be. But I was like, I don't fucking know who I want to be. I don't know who I want to be yet, because like, how can I be gay? Why do I want to be gay? Why? Like, why is this happening to me? Like, why? I can't help the way I feel. And y'all don't like me. Y'all fucking kick me out. Y'all kick me out for that. Like, y'all fucking kick me out. I was not ready to be on my fucking own. I was just getting myself together. Like, I was just getting my confidence and my self-esteem together. Mm. Y'all, it was so hard. It was so hard, but I'm just so like proud of myself right now for just being able to just be myself and not give a fuck. And even though my confidence is 10 times better, I'm not gonna say it's at 100. Some days it's 100, and some days dealing with the trauma of what I dealt with, sometimes being gay is still hard. It's like moments where I just would just not rather leave the house because of the world. And it's not that, oh, well, you can still leave the house. Just because you leave the house, that don't mean they have to know you gay. They don't. But I know I am. I know who I am and what I am. And me being gay is a part of me. It's in my actions. It's in my speech. It's in the way I dress. It's the way I walk. It's a part of me. It's fucking stuck to me. It's my fucking soul. Mm. But anyway, we're not talking about that right now. That's going to be later on. It's too early. I said I won't go cry on this episode. I said I wasn't gonna cry. But anyway, so working at the pet store was amazing. And then all of a sudden I got my driver's license. 15 and a half. I did all my courses and, I passed my driving test. Well, the first time I didn't pass. Like, she told me to make a right-hand turn, bitch. I made a left. And I automatically fucking failed. I was so nervous and so uncomfortable. It's just like fucking sitting there and you're trying to do something. You're happy. You're excited about doing something, and you're being fucking judged. Because that's what the fucking driver instructor was doing. Her ass was sitting over there in the fucking passenger seat with her notepad, and she was literally judging me. She was critiquing me. You know how that feels to be judged and critiqued? Do you? That's exactly how it fucking feels being gay sometimes. Being judged and fucking critiqued by the whole world. Like you have your confidence, you feeling yourself, and you got somebody over there fucking judging everything you fucking do. The way you act, the way you move, the way you talk, the way you dress. And it's not critiquing you in a good way. It's just being judgmental and trying to destroy who the fuck you are. But I showed her because I passed that test the next time. Damn, I kind of went off with that child. I went into a little tangent about other things, honey. And I got my driver's license. And then it's just like for me, I have been saving up from working at Taco Bell and working at the pet store because at this point, I'm not even 16 yet. It's time to go look for a car. I wanted a sports car. Like I've always wanted a sports car. I've always wanted a convertible, but I'm a big bitch. I'm currently 6'9". Back then I was probably like 6'3", 6'4", whatever. Every summer I grew a couple inches. It was really hard for me to find a car. Like I would get in a car, it would always be as soon as I get in the car, it's okay. Does the steering wheel go up high enough? Does the seat go back enough? Is it a bucket seat? Because bucket seats work better because they sit lower to the ground. Like, okay, now the seat is low and I'm way in the back. How much of the fucking view can I see? Because if I'm sitting all the way back, now I can't see the stoplight. So now I gotta stop way back to look at the light, and I'm just not getting enough. Not, and my neck is hurting. So those are the things that have to think about. Like everybody talk, oh, I want to be tall. I want to be this. Like being tall is difficult. It can be difficult. I don't have any fucking money. I'm not rich. I don't have the money to make everything around me work for me. I have to work around everything else because I have to be able to fit into these things, but I have to be comfortable. But it's like these are things that I need. And my dad was like, no, you can't have, because I wanted this Thunderbird. He was like, no, you can't have a Thunderbird. And it was a stick shift. He was nervous. He was like, no, you can't do this. You can't get to the die. So, bitch, I ended up getting a 1986 sky blue four-door Chevy motherfucking Celebrity, bitch. I don't know if y'all remember in Serial Mom, when she had that sky blue Chevy Celebrity, she had the station wagon, child. And she ran over that lady she ran over the teacher after the parents-teacher conference because she felt like she was disrespected. Anyway, check out Serial Mom. That's a good movie with Kathleen Turner. So I got the car and I got a cell phone. So y'all, I have been independent since I don't even know. Like from the time I came out until it was birthed into this world, I've been an independent type of bitch. I've never asked anybody for anything. I've always done things on my own. And honestly, and I keep going back to this because that's what these Coming Out Chronicles are. The trauma and everything of being gay, all of these things I put into play to set me up for success in this world. Again, I knew that the world is not too fond of gay people, so I just had to prepare myself. So that is, if you want something, you need to start working hard because but you don't know that you gay, but you gay. So at some point, you're going to be out in this world on your own. So you need to start preparing yourself to move out and to have and curate the type of life that you want to have. So, bitch, I was paying $160. Was it 100 or like $160 a month or every 2 weeks on my car? And I always had the latest cell phone. And I'll never forget that once I paid my car off, it was really cool. The owner of the car place sent me a nice card and was just like, congratulations and all this stuff, for paying off your car, because that's a big thing to be 15 and a half, almost 16, having a car note and paying it off. Like I'm already learning to do things on my own. But baby, that was the beginning of some shit that I motherfucking went through, child. Get in that motherfucking car. Because, baby, once I got that car, I started to get into all types of shit. I told y'all I was HBIC around my younger cousins. We used to all get together. We used to hang out and do stuff. And I was always the ringleader. I was always getting us into some shit. I remember one time I got off work at the pet store. And I pulled up to the house, and I had told them, I had called and said, y'all be ready when I get to the house. So they was out in the basement playing the video games. I said, y'all, let's go. We about to go on an adventure. We went to the grocery store. Mind you, we snuck out the house because it was late at night. I had got some frozen tater tots or chicken nuggets, frozen chicken nuggets, the Tyson's, and some eggs. And we started riding around the neighborhood throwing eggs and frozen tater tots at people. I remember it was this girl. She was on her bike. And we came down the street. It was giving a South Central motherfucking drive-by, bitch. We would see somebody, I would roll up slow. We would roll the windows down. We would start yelling, pop, 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 throwing the shit out the car. Well, this time we missed her. And she took off. So we did a Yui. And we called back up to her. And you know when you're on your bike and you're trying to ride fast, you stand up and you start pedaling. And in order to get that extra push, you gotta kind of, you bend forward and you toot that ass out. And that ass is poking out. And baby, we took that motherfucking egg and threw it at her and then hit her on her booty cheek and cracked, bitch. And that motherfucking egg yolk start dripping down her ass. On them blue jeans she had on, bitch, we motherfucking gagged. I can't believe I was doing that stuff. And baby, let me tell you something. The karma hit my ass back, okay? Bitch, the karma motherfucking got me. I'm gonna tell y'all later on because it's a couple more little situations, child. The karma got me back. It got me back once. So that same day, we saw this man at the bus stop. He had the newspaper open. And bitch, we took them motherfucking frozen items, tater tots, nuggets, and we fucking made it ran down on that bitch twice. And bitch, you would have thought, bitch, it was a motherfucking machine gun. Bitch, we had through so many, bitch. And he was holding a newspaper up at the bus stop. This lets you know how long ago it was because he had a newspaper. Baby, the way those frozen nuggets and tater tots ripped through that motherfucking newspaper and lit his motherfucking ass up. Then it drove off, and then, I went home. We, finished watching scary movies because we always watch scary movies and shit like that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Like, I was a mess. Like, I did some shit. Like, I always got us into some shit. I remember another time I got off, I picked him up, and I was like, I need to wash my car. So this is when I got into my first car accident. Well, it really wasn't a car accident. I don't know what to call it. We had the car wash, washing the car. And mind you, I'm already planning out of my head how I'm going to get their motherfucking ass. Bitch, we done washing the car. I tried to tell them to get something, but they catch wind of it. So I hurry up and lock the car doors. I had enough time to lock the car doors, but my door was still open. So they were trying to pull on my door, and I was trying to close it, and I went into reverse. And as I started to back up, at the vacuum station at the self-car wash, they have the pillars around it, I guess to stop the car from running into the pump. Bitch, this is the pole. This is my car door. It went all the way like that. Fucked up my car door. Now what am I supposed to do? I told y'all the world and everybody was scared of my dad. My dad was giving Candyman. Like, everything used to look like Candyman, bitch. I was terrified of Candyman. I wasn't terrified of my father, but I was terrified of him. Like, I was scared of him, but I would still stand up to him. But it's hard to stand up to somebody. I couldn't really stand up to him when I knew that I did something bad. Now, if I did something that I didn't feel I did was wrong, oh, bitch, we was going to toe the motherfucking toe. We was going to toe to toe. Because I don't know who you think you talking to. I'm blinking. He chewed me out. Went through all this. And out of respect, I mean, I am going to talk about the father situation later on. But I learned a lot from my dad. And that's why sometimes it hurts me so much that me and him are not in a good space. I learned so fucking much from my father. My father is so fucking talented and so fucking creative. Had me go to the junkyard, get the parts from our car, and we put the new car door on. And then I took it to a place and they put some Bondo on the door where it had dented in to kind of like cover it up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you watching, that was my first fender bender and how I fixed my own fucking car. Now run and tell that. All right, y'all. And with that being said, we're going to actually put a pause in episode number 8. And we're going to continue this in episode number 9. So episode number 9, I'm going to finish telling y'all about the whole pet store, me working there, my first girlfriend, and all those things that why I be trying to use these words, baby? I need to increase my vocabulary. All these things that transpired. Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck. Fucking embarrassing yourself on this motherfucking camera, bitch. That happened at the pet store. So y'all stay tuned for episode number 9. And really, I gotta go peach out. But anyways, peace out, Cub Scouts. And I will catch y'all in episode number 9. Okay. Wait. Make sure y'all like and share. Make sure y'all like and share. And let me know. I'm gonna know if y'all watched the video to the end because y'all gonna put okay. If y'all don't put okays in the comments, I know y'all ain't watching. So when y'all be commenting and y'all put okay, I know y'all ain't watching. And I'm not talking about just a O with a K, a O with a K, but a whole bunch of K's, at least like 5 or 6 K's. So an O and just hold on to that. Just hold on to that button. Put them K's in there. With that being said, y'all, thank y'all for watching. And oh shit, such a fucking lady. I'll see y'all on episode number 9. Bye. Oh, child, bitch, you almost cried.